Hello, this is AT&T Learning. This is Thursday night training, Thursday night practice test of 100 questions from 200 to 315. From 215 to 315, we're going to be recording and also talking to ourselves as we record. We're good to know that we at least got approval for some things. Let me finish this real quick. All right. Right now, we got a lot of questions, a lot of stuff to study. I'm going to do a lot of studying. I'm going to tell you that up front. I'm not going to take the test just because he told me what's on the test. But I am going to do those questions and do a lot of watch this his video. I'm going to transcribe all of his videos. So I have the time and the date. Each of these are roughly the first part of the class is from 9 until 12, then from 1 until 4. So 9 to 12 is 3 hours, and then 1 to 4 is about 3 hours. So really 6 hours of actual class per day times 5, right? 6 times 5 is 30 hours, right? We're almost done with the whole book for this version 7. It's a lot easier than version 6. Version 6 had more information to go through, which I think is really important, which I'm going through on my own. Why? For job interviews. And it's recent. It just changed the information this past November. So the company's still operating on the legacy stuff. What we're going to do now is we're going to start a video. I'm recording a video on my computer. That's going to be 2 hours. And then what I'm going to do is on my other computer, I'm going to have my Zoom for my call starting at 9. So I got 2 computers. One's going to be for work. The other one's going to be for Zoom. And basically, we're going to be on mute anyway. I mean, we're doing a training class. So in essence, this is just a class to get the certifications to be able to be a part of the wonderful world of Cisco. I'm sorry, not Cisco. The wonderful world of Sigma Beta. So we got a lot to work on. I went out and did a nice little ride to give me some energy. I've been trapped in the house for God knows 9 hours. And I know I had to go get me some time where I can be out of the house. That's just healthy mental health. And of course, going to the gyms is critical. So, right now, here's what we're going to talk about as I get ready for my class. We're going to talk about today. It was the guy treated me a lot differently because he was acting like, excuse me, my French, an asshole. And I kind of just said, F him in my mind. And I said, I don't have to take his crap. I can work from home or I can work, quote unquote, in the office. I worked from home. The other guy who was in the class, he's young, 37 years old, not qualified. Really, he knows a little bit of stuff. He ain't even bought a CCNA rack. How you gonna study CC security and you don't even understand the routers? There's so much you gotta know on Cisco security just to really understand what you're learning. Like you can't, if you don't know a network packet, how you gonna look? My legs are swelling up now. I ate salt last night. The salt makes my legs swell instantly. So I had salt today as well, and they make your legs swell instantly. It's part of, unfortunately, the problem of being in my condition that I'm trying to overcome, swelling ankles. And I hate to say it, the best thing that ever happened to me was when I was not having any money because I realized all the food you buy causes your ankles to swell, which just causes you to die. So, you know what? I'm like, I need gas money, and that's the only reason why I got money right now is for gas. It's too damn expensive to live way down here and paying gas, especially where I live, where I gotta work. And I mean, and I knew that. It's so funny. I actually realized that I moved to the right spot when I came to Atlanta because my whole career was over by Lindbergh City Center. And even as an engineer, Lindbergh City Center is a spot. And if God blesses me to get myself into my career and rebound, I'll still be making six figures and then some. And I deserve it. It's not like I don't deserve it. I know I deserve it. So, but I got to put that work in on this test. So let's get out of the microphone. Let's double check everything. Yep, engage. This time, I want to change my default to my headset. It's nighttime. I've already charged everything. We're going to get started. It's going to take me 300 minutes to do 300 questions. No, 100 questions. I'm roughly doing like 3 minutes per question. Now, I can go through them, but to mentally assume it in a sentence is one thing. All right. Sorry, guys. Let's do a little test. Make sure everything worked. All right. So it's working. Beautiful. All right. Let's start up. Okay, this is the information that we got from the quote-unquote question and answer, and this is basically the most important part. And really, the most important part is to do the simulations first. Why? Because if you waste time on those questions, you may not get those simulations, which are the most points. So we got to get 60 points out of 75 questions right, or 60 questions out of 75 right. We can miss only 15. Which is true, and we got 700 and here's the total. We have basically 90 questions. Make sure I put this right, so we get all these right facts. We have. I gotta zoom in. I gotta make sure. We must master 715 total questions given to me by Sean Mitchell. Okay, and we must master 715 questions. And then out of that, and I have it up here, 90 questions are going to be selected. So 90 out of 715 will be selected. So focus on the last 100 questions, which is 615. And I said 7, 6, come on. Because they will be the new questions for the version SY0701 Security Plus exam per Sean Mitchell. So, I don't know why they forgot the hyphen. Alright, so this right here is the most important. You need to highlight that. I always highlight everything, but make sure that's highlighted. But 90 out of 715 is a very small number. That means you really got to know all these questions. So for him to try to tell me to set up a test day is a bunch of bull, right? Because what is that? Alexa, what is 90 divided by 715?
90 divided by 715 is approximately 0.1259.
That's roughly 12%. Think about that. That's 12% of the total. So that's ridiculous. If you are only, you don't know what the 12% gonna be, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna fail. So when we get that understanding, that's 12%, 0.21259. Alexa, what's 90 divided by 715?
90 divided by 715 is approximately 0.1259.
Thank you. Roughly 12.5%. So with that being said, how dare you tell me that I should rush? Brother, that guy don't mind because he don't got nothing to lose. You do. Now you have a year to take the test, but you have to come in and note this really important thing. You must note you all caps. And that's a really important thing. You must call, register a week before, for the 8 a.m. slot. Don't need to waste time, and this is really important. So I got this saved. The biggest thing is the questions on the wonderful. We're gonna go through those first before I even get started, because this is really important, and I want to make sure we go through them. The answers he gave us, there were some wrong ones, so we're gonna go through each of them. And I'm gonna talk about them. But again, 12% of the total. Now we're gonna go the whole questions, and I don't know why I keep messing up that. And so, as you can see, 715 questions. I know this many, but I can't go. I have to go back, and I'm not rushing. I'm not trying to pass his little quiz. Our ultimate goal is to pass the whole 715 questions. So I will get the 90, because you don't know what 90 is going to be. It's going to be randomized. All right. Think about that. 12% of those questions. What's the audacity of him to say that BS crap? I know. You know what common sense could say? That's ridiculous. So now here's the next point. You're gonna go into the player and you're gonna plug in. You have a couple of different methods. You have the exam mode. You can either say I want to take 90 from the entire exam file, but here's the point. You don't know what 90 they're gonna take. It's randomized. So realistically, you need to study all 700. That's a lot to be able to pull it out, because you don't know. But here's a good point. If you look at it from the standpoint of learning, and you record these things, and you make this 4-hour video going through each of the 700 questions, and then you watch that video, and you just keep rewatching, your eyes and your ears and your understanding learns. And there, so right now you plug it in. So before I go forward, I'm gonna go. I got a call. Oh, President Easton. sorry guys, I got two things happening at the same time. I got a Sigma Beta meeting going on. I've got a Phi Beta Sigma meeting going on, and I'm studying for this test. That's why I say I ain't rushing. 715 questions. Heck yeah, yes sir. Yes sir. You see, you already sent me the link. Yes sir. So you're gonna send me a check. Let me check my Google Voice. And this double check. Yes, sir. No, yes, sir. It's gonna send me. Yes, sir. All right. So you see, yes, sir. Make sure. Great. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Um, video. Okay. So, kind of dial in. Let me write this down. Yeah, so I can be able. Hold on a second, guys. Hey, I made a. This is awesome. He gonna let me. Hey, I'm. Listen. Come on. Make sure I gotta turn off all the things. And so with a Google Voice, Google Calls, and yeah, and we're gonna dial in. I need to write this down. So let's write this down. All right. So give me a second. At the very top. I'm gonna go over all these questions in just a minute. I got a lot. I want to go through all these right here on the simulation. Right. That's the 7-minute simulation. And then I want to open up another page, a brand new page. I want to paste in this information. So the page is, it's going to be a meeting code. Can I get the Zoom link? It looks like I need the Zoom link. Yeah, I'm saying I need the Zoom link, sir. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, good one. Oh, cool. Yes, sir. Oh, I got it. Okay. Yes. Thanks. All right, so go to Zoom. www. All right, Zoom. And then we go into my account. All right, then I want to join meeting. Join, come on. Join meeting. Meeting ID. And meeting ID, you plug in that. Yeah. Go up here. All right. Brother,
members, 37. Guests, 19. That makes a total of 339 people who have registered for the Georgia State Conference. Um, Going more into details, state officers, 21. Past Georgia State directors, 8. Regional officers, 14. General Board officers, 6. Life members, 73. Outstanding citizens of the Southern Region, 24. Distinguished Service Chapter members, 4. The largest number of registered brothers for a collegiate chapter is Chi Chapter at 5.
Ooh.
The largest number of alumni chapter that does not include the host chapter of Epsilon Gamma Sigma is Lambda Sigma at 44.
All right, all right.
Total number of Georgia State brothers, alumni brothers who are registered for the state conference is 271. Total number of Georgia collegiate brothers, 37. Um, Brother State Director, that concludes my report of credentials. I'm gonna see Brother Whipple.
agency coming next is 2030, and that's to be determined. Pending chapter's approval, wherever this will be at, in state approval and Zeta approval. You can go to the next slide, brother. Leadership Summit and Brotherhood Tailgate recommendations. In 2024, so we chose the Metro Atlanta chapters, whichever of the undergraduate chapters and graduate chapters who wanted to, how should I put it, put a bid in, and I guess that's for lack of better terms, to host this year's Leadership Summit and Brotherhood Tailgate. In 2025, we recommended UGA, the Zeta New chapter. In 26, Columbia State University, the Zeta chapter. And here you will see that the chapter confirmed or pending state approval, and that's because while I was having a conversation with Brother Wilder about hosting the state conference, I asked about both of those, and so that's why they have confirmation there. 2027, Middle Georgia State University, General Delta chapter, and 2028, Albany State University, Dana Side chapter. And just for clarity, the reason why you see the undergraduate chapter's names, it was conversation being held around leadership summits and brotherhood tailgates being held on collegiate campuses to ensure that collegians will come down and participate. These are some recommendations just added and held by some of by the entire committee and some of the committee members. The committee recommends that the time and place committee become a standing committee, working through leadership transitions, partnering with the conference committees and host chapters to ensure conference locations are secure. The committee also recommended that only the chairman should alternate every 2 years, giving other brothers opportunities to experience leadership roles consistently planning. The committee also recommended that Georgia State Conference should be held during the month of February or March, or at least 30 to 60 days prior to regional conference. The committee also recommended that Georgia State leadership conferences and brotherhood tailgates should be held in the fall in the month of September. Next slide, brother. The committee recommended that the state should be coupled with the leadership summit for the brotherhood tailgate for the purpose of lessening the financial burdens on brothers, especially undergraduates, traveling multiple times a year for conference purposes. This suggests that the leadership summit can be added to the state conference and added an additional half day. Next slide, brother. Any questions?
No, sir. That's good.
And I think we'll reserve those questions for the girls for beginning session on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Okay. That's my slide. Thank you guys for this time and opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Brother Cyril.
Awesome. Okay. I didn't know where to do that.
Brother Brian?
Yes, sir, Brother Whipple has been elevated.
Thank you.
Now, yes, sir.
All right. Brother Whip, are you ready to give your Police Affairs Committee report? Go ahead. Okay. Brother Irvin?
Just want to make sure I'm clear. I think we reserve questions for Saturday. Are we doing these reports again on Saturday?
No, we're not going to do these reports again on Saturday.
Okay.
So, brothers, I see what you're asking, because if we're going to reserve questions for Saturday, then some brothers obviously may not remember what the reports were. Therefore, kind of going back through these reports all over again, which is going to extend our session on Saturday, which will probably
Time and place slides.